here. This is F1 Academy live on the free webinar. We can see right now the viewers start to coming in right now. Hey everybody, Ezan Constantine right now for the Market Outlook 2017 and Stock to Watch by Mr. Fred Tam. So before we get started, we are so excited to see the number of viewers started coming in. We have about 402 registration nationwide. And we're expecting tonight is going to be amazing night. Okay, guys, you can see me in live right now. My name is Ezan Constantine. And before we get started, we want to make sure everybody, we want to check whether your computer, whether your sound system is going to be good. So if you check on your box, right, there's a chat box there. If you guys can listen to me now, all you need to do just type yes on the chat box. Is everybody okay? So we just want to check first. Hey, hi Kimmy, hi there. Okay, just going to type yes there on the screen box. If you guys can listen to me and you guys can see me, just type yes. Okay, that's good. Steve Tan, yes. Junwa, yes. Kat, yes. Tan Lee Hong, yes. Roger, can you hear me? John Fong is there. Marie Tan is there. We have Farah Aini, Joanne, yes, you guys started coming in. So now the number of viewers started coming up. So shortly we're about to get started right now. We're so excited. Wow. Okay, before we get started, all right. So see, Mr. Fred will be coming shortly right after this very quick one. But we have I'm going to be your host for tonight. Okay, now yes, everybody seems like all right. Okay, if you guys can hear me, just type which state you're coming from. If you guys from Sabah, from Sarawak, from Penang, from Johor, just type there where you're from. We just want to check where you guys listen to us live right now. So let's see. Okay, just type on the screen where you guys from. Yes, we have people from KL. We have people from Sabah. All right, hello Sabah people. We have Selangor. We have Penang, Ipoh. Wow, we have Johor Bahru. Look at that, Kuala Lumpur, Selangor. Okay, all right, so seems everybody's all right. Okay, so we're about to get started. And before we bring Mr. Fred right now to share with you the Market Outlook 2017, a lot of things is coming up great right now. So we're going to switch back to this PowerPoint presentation because you know what? We're going to have announcement before Mr. Fred gets started. So we're just going to turn into the PowerPoint slideshow right now. So you guys going to see on the PowerPoint slideshow, we have a quick two powerful announcements for today. So just pay attention. Okay. All right. So for this webinar, we're going to talk about what is the Market Outlook 2017 and stock to watch. Okay. So we have two announcement right now. So before we get started, okay, the first announcement will be those who joined the technical analysis on last Saturday. Okay, last Saturday, we have a good news for you. We have a 3-hour workshop is going to happen right here in Kuala Lumpur. It's a free 3-hour workshop. We're going to teach you learn how to use the TAD to pick up the raging bull stocks during the bear market. So it's a SI station is a learning workshop. It's going to happen this coming Saturday, 3rd December 2016. Okay, this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Just write down there, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. is going to happen at the Help College of Arts Technology at the room 441. It's a free admission. And we're just going to share with you those who coming for this program. Basically, it's for alumni and by invitation from F1 Academy of Technical Analysis. What you're going to learn this coming Saturday is, number one, you're going to learn about the layout and the toolbars. Number two, you're going to learn about the display layout settings, channel navigator, market scanner, alert, new stocks mainframe, power frame, dynamic tier charts, and the TAD stock screener. So this is what's going to happen this coming Saturday. So see you guys this coming Saturday. And the second announcement, don't forget the TAD systems, the 120th intake in KL, the 3 days course is going to happen at the Renaissance. Okay, so it's going to happen on the 10th, 11th December and 30th December. It's going to be happen Saturday, Sunday, and also next Tuesday. So it's going to be happening 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Renaissance Hotel. So those who interested or very serious trader, we highly recommend you to join this 3-day course. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have the Mr. Guy, the stock market guru right here in Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like this to be back here again to the webcam. Please welcome Mr. Fred Tam.
Hello. A very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, F1 traders, F1 graduates, students. It's raining outside here in Oakland Road. And yet, me and you, we are able to talk about the stock market. I won't be able to do that if this is a physical preview, which because it's raining, I expect not many of you will be able to turn up. But such is the beauty of internet technology, which is the webinar. Uh, how are you all today in terms of trading? It's a good day today. For a change, we have got more gainers than losers. We got 493 winners and we got 307 losers. Very rare. If you have been reading my newsletter every night, I mean, for the past, I can't even remember when, it has been negative breath. Today is a breath of fresh air, and it's a new month, and it's December, and cyclically, December is a bullish month. So there's a lot of hope, okay, for this month and into next year. Now, I'll admit that it isn't easy to make money in a bear market like this, isn't it? I mean, some of you, probably got into the wrong stocks. But by and large, because of the systems that we are using, namely TAD, Turtle, Atom, and Ducks, we are able to pick gems in a bear market. And that's what I would like to share with you all today. And that is the TAD system. For those of you who are new, of course, graduates, you know about our system. But I'd like to share with those of you who are new the power of TAD and technical analysis. Now, I'm going to switch back to PowerPoint, so you will not be able to see me, but you will be able to hear me. I'll get Zida now to switch me over to PowerPoint so I can do the presentation today, which is Market Outlook 2017 and Stocks to Watch. Okay, just bear with me for a little while. Okay, my contents for today are as follows. There are 4 topics I'd like to talk about: the Dow Jones outlook, the KLCI outlook, how to pick raging bull stocks, and Malaysian stocks to watch. Now, I'm obliged, okay, to read this disclaimer. Investment involves risks, including possible loss of principal and other losses. This webinar is provided for information only and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the instruments mentioned herein. The speaker and or his staff may have positions in some of these instruments. And we would like to let you know that the way we forecast the various indices and stocks is by way of technical analysis. There are 2 methodologies, major methodologies when it comes to forecasting, namely fundamental analysis and technical analysis. But we come from the technical school, which states that, okay, price action discounts everything. Whatever it is known or unknown about that stock or the index or the market is already discounted into price and volume. Hence, analyzing price and volume is all that is required. And in technical analysis, it is broken down further into 2 major ways of predicting trends. One is to just follow the trend, and the other one is to predict the trend. We are in this talk, we are going to talk about the various indicators. The various indicators will be used to spot the index, to forecast about the index and the stocks. Number 1, they are moving averages. 2, we use Turtle. We also use oscillators, namely stochastics and so on. We use Atom, which is basically Bollinger Bands. And as well, we make use of Elliott wave here, Fibonacci, and chart patterns. So these are the 7 techniques that will be used tonight in forecasting the stock indices as well as the stocks. Let's start off with the Dow Jones. Those of you who were following my webinar will know that in May, this is the slide that I have showed you. And in May, the Dow was only 17,458. Let me just use the pointer a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And these are the various techniques I use. I use chart pattern analysis, moving average, Elliott wave, bull divergence, and momentum to spot and to predict the Dow. And so what I saw then was that there was a resistance at about the 18,000 level. And based on chart patterns, we saw a W bottom or a double bottom. So that was completed way back in May 2016. And then I spotted a rounding bottom as well. And that is also complete, okay, in May 2016. And then I also showed by way of moving averages that at that point in time, the price was, or the index was above the 50, the 100, and the 200-day EMA. And if the index is above the moving averages, it is deemed to be bullish. So in terms of chart patterns, we have a bottoming out a pattern there. And then in terms of moving averages, we have a bullish tone there. And thirdly, I use Elliott wave as well in order to predict that whether this is an impulse or corrective wave. And that's wave 1 that you are seeing here, which is circled. Wave 2, wave 3, wave, okay, at that time it was wave 3. And as well, we saw a bullish divergence between price and, which is the index, and that of the oscillator right at the bottom. And the bull divergence means that the market has turned, okay, has bottomed out. That's what it means. And it is on its way up. So that was May, okay? And then lastly, momentum was bullish because it is above 0. So what was my prediction in May? As you already know, I was bullish about the Dow way back in May. And guess, so this was the targets that I mentioned in that webinar, namely 19,460 on the Dow, which is a 1:0.618. Okay, and then if after completing, should it complete that, the next targets would be 200, 20,550, and 20,400. That was way back in May. And today, I am very glad to inform you that the Dow is now at 19,123 points, which is way above the tough resistance mentioned in this chart. So that was way back in May. What about my position now? What do I think of the Dow going forward to 2017? So short term, I was bullish then. Now my projection, okay, for next year, as of today, is similar. So you're seeing virtually the same chart. Okay, there is no change in my forecast. And that is, I'm forecasting a bullish Dow short-term wise with a higher targets of 19,460, 20,050, and 20,400 with a sell stop of 17,290. And this is the current DJIA chart. And you're seeing a Trump there. Mr. Trump is there, okay, very happy with the win, which honestly speaking, I never expected. I expected Hillary Clinton to win the election partly because I wanted the market to go up. And guess what? Trump win. Oh, how disappointed I was. I was very disappointed. I thought the market was going to crash, you know. In fact, it did. It went down 900 points. I think you remember that, huh? On the 9th of November. But just momentarily. And it U-turn back up and make new highs, right through until yesterday. I couldn't believe that. How come a Trump win could cause the Dow Jones to go up? He is anti-trade, anti-globalization, anti-this, anti-that. Everything is anti. And so, honestly, we expected a crash. Oh, thank God, I didn't short the index or I didn't buy puts because I'm one who just follow the market. And the market in May is telling me is bullish. Even in June and July, even in November itself, it may have come down a little bit, but it wasn't low enough to call a short. You notice here, it is still above the averages. So this again proves to us that really the chart is supreme. Technical analysis, okay, just got to follow the technical analysis part and you won't be blurred by a lot of noise outside there about how a terrible crash it will happen when Donald Trump wins. Next. So let's just take, for example, what if the Dow goes up to 19,460? I mean, right now we are talking about just 300 points. That is a possibility, right? And so how can we take advantage of a bullish Dow? One thing is to buy the Dow, buy the index. But how do we do that? We don't. Well, very recently we have got a S&P put and call by Macquarie, right? So that's an S&P 500. So you can buy a call, buy a put. So you could do that. Okay. Alternatively, you've got to trade outside Malaysia. You've got to have a broker. And we do have many Malaysian brokers that trade the Dow. Go ahead, go over to them and say, look, I want to trade the Dow. And if you don't know how to trade indices, okay, I've got a book which is Understanding KLCI Stock Index Futures, or you could attend some of the courses that teaches you how to trade the Dow. And of course, we do have course on how to trade the stock index. Yeah. So let's take, for example, right now is 19,082. This was yesterday, day before yesterday, the day before yesterday's close. Let's say if you bought it, yeah, and let's say if it goes up to 19,460, okay, as per the target, how much you would have made? You would have made the difference between the selling price and the buying price, and that would be a profit of 1,890. How do I get that? Basically, the calculation is here, okay, and here you trade by the lot as well as Malaysian shares. One lot, you buy a minimum of one lot. The profit will be the selling price minus, okay, the buying price, and that is 378 points. Now, just remember, each point is $5, just like each stock index. Malaysian stock index is 50 ringgit, or one palm oil, one point is $25. All right, so one point on the Dow is $5 for this broker, yeah? And so your profit will be 378 times 5, it is 1,890. But notice here, how much have you got to pay in order to own or to control one lot of the Dow Jones? It's only $100 for this broker. I'll tell you what the name of the broker is. These are all internet brokers, online brokers. Okay, they are available all over the world, including Singapore. And so the deposit for this type of instrument is actually very reasonable, only $100. So let's say if you trade 10 lots, right? You have a $1,000, you can trade 10 times, okay, the lot size, and you make, of course, we put a zero at the back, $18,900. And that reward risk ratio is actually very, very attractive. And what if it goes to 20,050? So you can do the same calculation, and then you see the profit is 4 times. All right, so where can you trade the Dow? Which platform? GDMFX is one of the online trading, thousands of online trading platforms that you can do it. Okay, now we are not marketing for GDMFX. We are merely saying this is one of the many brokers. You can choose your own broker. Okay, you can choose your own. Hold on a second. You can choose your own broker, but they all they subscribe to a trading platform called MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 is the most popular platform in the world. And why do we ask you to choose a broker that has a MetaTrader 4 platform? One of the reasons is we do have got template which can teach you how to trade and win in the Dow. So here is an example of how to do a Dow trade. And this is a 5-minute chart, all right? And you can see this is the Dow Jones moving up. Now, and here is where the indicators are all designed by us, okay? My programmers did it, okay? And we did it on multiple time frame. This is a Heiken-Ashi method, and there are 3 time frames that we look at before we buy. If 5 minutes is the trading time frame, then, sorry, 15 minutes is the trading time frame, then we have got 2 higher time frames that we should refer to, which is a 1 hour and a 4 hour. And if all 3 time frames are of the same color, as you can see here, blue, blue, and blue, then we have a confirmation and we have got a buy. So here we bought at 17,833 because there are 1, 2, and 3 plus another arrow here, altogether 4 arrows. Then there's a buy. If there are 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4 arrows, no buy. And guess what happened? It went up. Now these blue dots at the back, they are your stop loss. All right, and it got stopped out here, and you sold that at 18,096. This minus that, it gave you a profit of 263 points, and 1 point is $5. You make $1,315. Isn't that great? In how many days? It's not 1 month here or 1 year, no. It's only 3 days. Within 3 days, you can have the potential of using this instrument to help you make money with a low deposit as well. Okay, but let me warn you, this is not for everybody. Okay, because you really need to follow technical analysis and do follow the rules, whatever it is. Every 1,000 you would make 10 times the amount. Okay, my Dow projection for the medium term is also bullish. Now for the medium term, I use a 5-year chart for me to project for medium term. I also use the same 5 technical indicators, namely chart patterns, moving average, LOA, bull divergence, and momentum. Let's use chart patterns first. What do I see here in terms of chart pattern? Number 1, I saw a falling channel, and now it has broken above the falling channel. Okay, the falling channel to make a historic high. And so to me, that based on that pattern itself, it is a bullish continuation patterns. Okay. Number 2, that's the breakout. Based on moving averages, notice here current price. Okay, this was day before yesterday's close. 19,082 is way above day 50, the 100 and 200, and this is a weekly chart. So above all the short to medium to long term moving average. So it is bullish. Based on LO wave, we are on an impulse wave 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4. We are on an impulse 5. And the impulse 5 measurement pegs us the next target at 20,180. The short term pegs it at 20,000 and 20,400. This pegs at 20,180. So looks like the 20,000 level on the Dow could be achieved. And whereas just 1 month ago, if somebody tells us that the Dow can hit 20,000, we say, what nonsense is that? Okay, because whatever it is, I don't think America is, there's growth there, okay? And it's all, they are just on steroids, that's all, right? Due to the Fed actually reducing interest rates, yeah? On QE5, perhaps, yeah? All right, so there is a bull divergence here. Okay, you got a lower low on the price chart, but you got a higher low on the oscillator chart. So to us, bull divergence indicate there was a trend change here from down to up. Lastly, momentum is bullish. So let's look at the measurement of target. Now, the one way to measure the target for wave 5 is you take the bottom of wave 1, which is 0. You measure, you peg from 0 to the top of 3, which is there. Okay, if that is equal to X, then you peg it from the bottom of wave 4. okay, and a 0.618 of that, which is a minimum target, and this is a minimum target, 0.618, will pack the Dow at 20,180. Let me repeat. I think the Dow at 20,180 is very, very achievable, meaning we've got a bullish Dow. But some of you will ask, oh, so what? You tell me about the Dow. What about Malaysia? Right? We are all, many of us are trading Malaysian stocks. Well, is there any correlation between the Dow movement and Malaysian stocks or the CI? Afterwards, I attempt to give you an answer on that. Okay, I've done some research on that, and I'll show it to you. So summarizing, my medium term is bullish. Immediate target is 20,180, and support is 18,350, which was the former resistance, which now becomes a support. Long term, I'm also bullish on the Dow, and these are my reasons. Based on chart patterns, okay, a simple trend line, okay, drawn from point C to point 4. Notice that, okay, prices of the index did not go below this uptrend line. It is also trended broken out of a falling channel, so that is bullish. All right, index-wise. Now, monthly chart, I'm using a 10-year chart or 15-year chart in this case, because that is how we track, and this is monthly. A long-term forecast is we do not use a 2-year chart, okay, or a 5-year chart. We use a 10-year chart at least in order to project. So we're talking about from 2003 right to 2016 here. And it is at historic high. Notice here that I've used a 10 and 20 month moving average. A 10 month moving average means a 200-day moving average. 21 moving average means a 400-day moving average. And it has been shown through empirical studies that the 20-month average is very reliable. And right now, the price of the index, the Dow index, is trending above these two long-term averages. So based on moving averages, they are bullish. What about LA wave or momentum? Momentum, wave 4 is complete, and now it's on wave 5. You can see it pulled back to 0, and the momentum is now gaining strength. Lastly, LA wave tells us that we are on wave 5 here. Wave 1, wave 2, 3, right there, 4, and 5. And lastly, the measurement of wave 5, as you all know by now, you take the bottom of wave 1, which is 0, and you take that low and connect, and then measure it from, and take that difference between wave 3 and wave 0, that will be X, and then you pack from wave 4, which is 0.618X. That will give you 20,200, which is also above 20,000. And that is a minimum target. Of course, I don't even dare to talk about 23,208. Otherwise, you guys will shoot me down. What is this guy doing? You know, he's talking as though the Dow can go up to the stars. All right, but for me, honestly, you know, anything is possible. I'm not discounting that possibility, although it is quite an impossibility right now. And at the end of the day, now I would like to let you know the limitations of technical analysis. Okay, we can forecast, okay, but the market, okay, will tell us whether we are right or wrong in our forecast. Let's say, now I say it's going to go to 20,200. What if tomorrow it starts crashing? Now, mind you, as a chartist or technical analysis, one reserves the right to change his view. When certain indicators show bearish reversals, we should also do likewise. Until we see such bearish signals, all right, then our bullish view should be maintained. Summarizing, long-term we are bullish. Immediate target is 20,200, 23,208. Stop loss 16,400. 16,004 is basically the low of this pivot here, which is very far down. If the last time that Clinton got a problem with their emails, all right, it actually came right down, and that is not even lower than 16,400. Okay, so my view is that Dow is heading for a bull run, and I said that in May, and I'm going to say this again. Short-term wise, Dow, which is 1 to 3 weeks, I'm bullish on the Dow. Medium term, 3 weeks to 3 months, 6 months, I'm bullish on the Dow. And then long term, above 6 months, I'm bullish on the Dow. So these are my parameters for short, medium, and long. Let's look at the KLCI, the outlook. In May, this was my forecast about the KLCI. I was cautiously bullish, okay, because of this. I saw a double bottom, all right, W bottom rounding, and there was a higher high, H2 high, then H1, L2 higher. And guess what? It stopped there and it came down. So my forecast for the short term of cautiously bullish was incorrect. Short term, okay, I said that this is not correct. Now this is today the chart of the KLCI. We're talking KLCI, which may be different from the stocks you're holding, mind you. We're talking index-linked stocks here, all right? And so what are you seeing here? Now, I am also using these 4 technical indicators to help me try to dissect, okay, this trend. Number 1, I see a bearish wedge breakdown. So that is bearish. It's gone below the support. So that's the first sell signal. Then now we had a bearish pennant. And in fact, yesterday it broke down from the pennant. So that's bearish. But today, the market rebounded. Okay, we are up 7.32 points to 1,626.44. Okay, but still, we are not out of the woods. Still very much underwater, if I may use the word. The reason being because as well, based on the moving average, it is below the moving averages. Okay, here, of course, it is still above the support. That's a good sign. Okay, let me just show you this 1610 to 16,000, 1600. That's the support. A key psychological support as well as chart support for CI. Any fall below 1600, really, there will be could be possibly a steeper plunge downwards. So 1610 is the support. So far we are okay. We are 1626, but not really okay. 26 points only above that key support. All right, look at that. Based on the moving averages shows very clearly that we are in a bear trend. Okay, below the 50, 100, and 200 day moving averages. Based on momentum, we are bearish. Based on LA wave 1, 2, 3, now we are on wave 4, 5. So we could see another stretch of correction way back down to 1591. So short term, summarizing, I am bearish. Support is at 1600. Let's hope it doesn't break. If it does, it can go to 1591. What about medium term? I'll just come back to the short term. Short term, I use basically a 1-year chart. Yeah. In medium term, I use a 3 to 5 year chart. So here is a 3-year chart of the composite index on a weekly chart basis. And same thing, also there's a bearish wedge, there's a bearish wedge breakdown. And notice here, I've used a higher high and a low high and a low. H2 is lower than H1, meaning we have got a lower high. That means a lot of selling pressure, okay, is coming. I mean, from where? Well, CI is played by the fund managers, so I would possibly say that it's likely to come from fund managers. Is it local or foreign fund managers? I suppose both. Okay, but more foreign right now because why? The ringgit is very weak, and so they are just selling off just in order to change it back to US dollar before our ringgit gets weaker. So the ringgit is a very important element as well. So to gauge whether the CI can go up, the ringgit and oil. I'll talk about these two after this. 1, 2, 3. So we got a lower high, and luckily we have a L2 which is here higher than L1, and that makes this a sideways market, and that's why I put sideways here. If it makes a lower low and that low L1, let's say, is violated, okay, the current price violated L1, then it is bearish. And then the next target will be 1581 to 1507. 1507 is possible because why? That would mean a double bottom. Look at the wave C over there. So it would surprise me if it breaks 1600 that it can go to 1507. So this 1610 and 1600 support is very, very important. Index wise, obviously bearish. Momentum is bearish. So the wave count is bearish. So all points to a sideways to a bearish trend for the CI. And just before you all shake your head and say, hey, let's not let's see this webinar anymore. Well, there are some good news at the end of it. The CI might be down, but your stocks may not be down. Okay, so it's not just black or white. There are certain shades of gray in between. And the trick is actually how to pick these stocks. And our TAD comes in play. Okay, and I'd like to talk a little bit about that. So long-term wise, long-term projection is also sideways. I wouldn't say down, and the reason is because, okay, it's although in the falling channel, it is still in an uptrend. Just about, we are really right at the top, at the tip of the, okay, or the ravine. Just about to fall into a ravine, not yet. So, okay, it's good news. We have the oil going up, right? And then the ringgit might recover because of the oil, because they're a net exporter of oil. Now, the oil, the good news is I'm expecting it to go to about $60, $70. And if that's the case, and that should arrest the fall of the CI, and that should be good news for the funds, okay? And for us, actually, in the big, very little difference, because we trade any stocks that are uptrending, be it trending CI stocks or non-CI stocks. And many of the stocks that we are holding or we are writing in our reports are basically non-CI stocks. Okay, so notice here, I draw two lines here. Okay, the first one being the 1600 support and the other one being the 1500 support. Okay, now I've used a 10 and a 20 EMA. You see the difference between our CI and the Dow is so clear cut. Price is below the two lines, and this is a red and a green. Okay, that means they're below the 200-day and the 400-day moving average. Whereas in the Dow is way above. So we are seeing two kettle of fishes all together, right? And you want to buy the Dow, but not the CI. But I see a lot of traders, it's not a lot, some traders, they look at the Dow to trade the CI. And that is not right, because there is a decoupling between the two. At one time, they moved in tandem, not now anymore. Now, based on the LA wave, is wave 1 here, right, in 2009, wave 2, wave 3 in 2014, pull back to 2015, and that's it. So you can see, okay, the 5-wave impulse is still valid for the CI. So that's a good news. And that's why I've labeled it sideways. I don't want to label it bearish, okay, until it breaks 1600. Then we would have gone below the uptrend line. Momentum is bearish. Long-term sideways with a sell stop 1600 and 1500. Summarizing, therefore, my short-term outlook for the KLCI, okay, for 2017, wow, well, it's still December, right? Still 2016 is bearish, and right to 2017, okay, the third, March, April, May, it was sideways, and then above 6 months will be sideways. Okay. So my suggestion, of course, to trade the Dow. Not that, I mean, we can trade the Dow. You could also trade Malaysian stocks. Wait, but which stocks to pick? That's important. Pick the wrong stocks, and then we lose money, right? Okay, so I mentioned earlier about the correlation between the Dow and the CI. Do you think there is a correlation between the Dow and the CI? I think yes. By and large, before, there was a high correlation between the Dow and the CI. That's why there's a saying that when Dow sneezes, the whole world catches a cold, right? And so if Dow goes right up, if the Dow is healthy, all the other indices should be healthy. Okay, all boats rise in a high tide. Okay, but is it true anymore? Maybe some of our boats got holes inside there. But even though there's a high tide, you sink. The high tide being the Dow, and then our boats got holes. So you see, not necessarily anymore. Now, and I will prove to you why. See, 2003 to 2008, you can see they move in tandem up. And then it was a subprime crisis. They moved in tandem down. And then they moved in tandem up from 09 to 2014. The top of it is 2014. Now, since 2004, you see the decoupling. You see the CI going down, whereas the Dow make a new high. Okay, so this chart proves that right now, okay, in the future, I don't know. Right now, there is no correlation, and you shouldn't use the Dow to trade the CI. And I'll tell you why. When the CI is likely to adjust back and go back in tandem with the Dow, is that the ringgit has to improve, and that probably will be helped by a higher crude oil prices. Then you see the CI sailing up in line with the Dow. Not now. Not now. And the oil has a big thing to do with the CI going down. All right, because if the oil price came down like hell from 2014, and we've been a net exporter of oil, our ringgit suffer like hell. And that's why, okay, that also translated to the CI drop. Okay, because when you have the ringgit drop, okay, the fund managers don't like it. They just sell the stocks and they change it back to US dollar. But notice that was then. Right now we are here. What is my forecast about oil? All right, just based on this weekly chart, yeah? This is a weekly chart, right? It fell from 110 US dollars to 26 bucks on February this year. Imagine, but it has bounced back quite a bit, yeah? From 26. And this is an Ichimoku chart, and which is a Japanese way of interpreting, okay, short and long-term trends. Okay, the short-term trend is depicted by the Tenkan and the Kijun Sen. Tenkan crosses above Kijun, short-term bullish. So we've got the red above blue, therefore bullish. From here, which is about February, right now, notice the Tenkan is still above the Kijun. Hence, we also cannot say the oil is bad. The oil price is bad. And just yesterday, we had some good news from the OPEC people. Okay, limited output. Russia is going to hold back output, blah, blah, blah. And so, look, all these are in line with the charts. I need not know all about the news. Just looking at the chart, I can even trade the crude oil chart. So that's the short term. Okay, I'll call it short. It's still short, still is a medium because this is a weekly chart. And then notice right now we're at 49.83. Notice the Chicago span. It's basically if the Chicago span is above price, then it's medium term, as well as the Kumo. Now this Kumo is a cloud, the cloud. And if the price is above the cloud, that means it's bullish and it's medium term. So we really got a bullish outlook on oil, and that makes us feel a little better about the CI stocks. Yeah. Now, instead, a stochastic shows oversold here, and the RSI shows is above 50. Means so I've got more bullish indicators here, telling me it's bullish rather than bearish. So I'm quite upbeat about the oil is above the 50 moving average as well. 50-week, mind you, which is 250-day moving average. And my targets are 70 and 78. Imagine if you can go up to 78. Now we're at 50. If you can go to 70, 80, I think our ringgit is going to strengthen back. Okay, so it's now hitting some historic highs or historic lows. Okay, depending on ringgit or US. I'll show you about that, which is the next chart. All right, so see, it all coincided with the drop of the ringgit. In this case, this is a US dollar stroke ringgit, not ringgit US. Therefore, what you're seeing is a US dollar going up and the ringgit going down. Notice here, there's a very nice pattern here called rounding pattern. Rounding pattern. And our ringgit, the worst was 4.8800 on the 7th of Jan 1998. People don't remember that. People remember only 3.8. Oh, because Dr. Mahathir back. Okay, our ringgit at 3.8, which is here basically. Can you see that? Let me see. This is 3.8 here. But see, before he packed it, it overshot and it went to 4.88. So that thing, that pack, okay, make the ringgit stable. Well, compulsorily stable, not by it's by design, and so it was way below that until recently. Pop, it went above that, okay, and now therefore, and if it breaks, okay, that 3.8 high, a one-to-one will pack it at 4.88. So you can see it now testing 4.8800. Now these are the higher targets, but although I have written it down, okay, until they break it, and if the price of oil do come down, these are the various levels that it can stop. Okay, can stop. So 4.77, well, it still haven't broken that yet today. Today is still 4.6 something only. So look at the 4.77, and if let's say the crude oil goes up, it's likely that we have a stronger ringgit. Okay, all other things remain unchanged. Now these are the fundamentals aspect. Now I'm not an economist, so I'm not in position to argue like that. What I can argue is from a chart point of view, and the chart says that there's a double top. If it doesn't go above 4.7700, and if it comes back down, then the KLCI is likely to go back up. That's correlation. 1:1, all right, and that is just completed a 1:1. Oh, so which stock to pick between the CI stocks and the lower liners? Some of you might ask me, shall I be safer and play CI stocks rather than be more aggressive and buy lower liners? Let me say that that's also a fallacy. You think that the CI stocks are safe? Actually, they are not. Look at Axiata. It dropped like a ton of bricks. 26 new lows. Look at DRB Highcom, for example. It dropped like hell. And a few others also dropped. So just don't think that CI stocks are safe. Dutch Lady also dropped. So they can also be just as volatile. And honestly, so the way we handle it is use TAD. If they are downtrending stocks, we stay out. Uptrending stocks, we stay in. Be they lower liners or CI, we don't care. But of course we care. After we have looked into the whether they are up or down, okay, trend, whether the trends are up or down, we only look for stocks in the uptrend. Look at their fundamentals. And that's where we combine TA with FA. The FA will tell us what to buy and what to sell, and mainly what to buy, and the TA tells us when to buy and when to sell. So we combine the two nicely. Now, so I'm going to show you how the method, the technique of picking uptrend stocks. So in technical analysis, we define trends. Is it an uptrend, downtrend, sideways? Hey, how do you define uptrend, downtrend, sideways? So we can argue like hell. Okay, some may see use moving average, MACD, other things can, but we use this, right? We look at a chart. Let's say this is a diagram of a chart. Now, the key here is I will choose stocks in uptrend. This is called downtrend. So therefore, I don't trade here. This is called sideways trend. I don't trade there, and I only trade here. And that is uptrend. And in order to define uptrend, we use the total atom and DAX, also known as TAD. So this is how we define an uptrend. Okay, in technical analysis, is that when an uptrend is when a stock move up, makes a high, pull back, makes a low, pull back, makes a higher high, and then when it pulls back, makes a low that is higher than the previous low. So when you have two consecutive higher high and a higher low, you have an uptrend. As simple as that on any time frame, daily, weekly, monthly, 5 minutes, you have that uptrend if, okay, it conforms to this rule. Now, but that's very subjective. To make things easy, some people use a moving average. So you draw a moving average, and if price above moving average is uptrend, or you use a MACD. The MACD is moving up, is uptrend, or use RSI. It's above 50 is an uptrend, CCI. Above 0 is an uptrend. Momentum above 0 is uptrend. That also can be used for trend. For us, we define trend as if the TAD is arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, it's an uptrend. So we make it very simple. Right? We call it raging bull. So we have designed a scanner, a template, okay, and into SI station, and that helps us to define the trend. And basically, this is how it's going to work. So I'm going to show you how TAD is going to spot trends, spot stocks in an up or down trend. Yeah. So here's the secret. To have an uptrend, you need 3 magic setups. 3 conditions in other. 3 magic setup means TAD, there must be up, up, and up. Then we have an uptrend. For example, in EFOS, okay, this is a turtle arrow. So let me just show you the first uptrend spotted by this indicator. TAD, turtle, atom, duck. The turtle has got an uptrend. The atom is also in an uptrend. The duck is also in an uptrend. You could see that right at here. Oh, it's already here. So 3 arrows. There must be 3 arrows before you define it as an uptrend. And if there's an uptrend, yeah, that's a buy signal. So in EFOS example, the buy is at 93 cents. When you check around this time, hey, what are the fundamentals? Hey, what are the reasons? What are the rumors? Why EFOS is being bought up a little bit like that? You will not find the answer. You will not find the answer until they are pushed right up here. Because here is where the jurors are collecting the stock. And the charts are telling you the jurors' motive and intentions, whether they are buying or selling. In this case, the jurors are buying, and it shows up. They can't miss it. We can't miss it. Okay, they will be detected because all their trading is done through the exchange, which is opposed to forex, which is over the counter. That's why an exchange traded product is a fairer product than an over the counter product. So we have got TAD here. Okay, that means that it shows up that there is exceptional buying and it triggered an uptrend. So that's the first uptrend. This is the second uptrend. Turtle, Atom, and DAX. The same DAX, see? So this is like a slow release indicator. This is a fast release indicator. And you have a third buy here at 111. Okay, TAD. So you're the same D. Notice, you go and check. No news, no information. Why are EFOS going up? Because when the market starts to move, okay, you wouldn't know the news first. You know when the news comes out? Over here. Over here. Okay, I didn't show here, right here, 180. And then the Focus Malaysia headline, EFOS venturing into foreign worker accommodation with my EG. Then it is known that my EG, okay, has got an interest in EFOS. Hello, by the time you realize it's 180, you won't be able to buy that here and here and here. You probably bought it here, and guess what? Pop, it came down. Today, EFOS is only less than 150. You lose money if you bought on news. That's why we buy on rumors and we sell on news. So this is an example on the buy side. Or to have a downtrend, we define downtrend as there must be 3 arrows pointing down. Then that trend is down. That's how we define downtrend. So Wintoning example, you can see uptrend here. Okay, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, all the way. Then from this point, can you see arrow down, arrow down, arrow down, arrow down? After that, hey, there was a rebound. Is there any arrow up? Nothing at all. So arrow down. You would have got out at 31 cents. Wintoning. Hey, you all know how much Wintoning is now today? I don't need to tell you. Okay, I don't think it can go up ever because why? The Jurums already exited the market. Why are you still holding on to Winton? I think it's listed or not. Okay, 91% down. So how to find? Some of you might ask me, oh yeah, well and good. Hey, there are 920 stocks. How to find which stocks are trending up and which stocks are down and so on. And this is it. We make it easy. As a scanner, we have built a scanner and it is inside SI station, Share Investor Station, where all you got to do is just scan, turtle scan, TAD scan. All the stocks will come out that has got buy arrows one. And then you rank them according to the volume. You do that every day, even intraday, every minute, all right, every hour of the day. You can use this scanner, which is in SI station, and that is live, and then it'll tell you these are the breakout stocks. Oh, isn't that nice? So out of 924, they list the top 10. You don't want to buy the stocks that are 1,000 lots one, right? Anything below 10,000, you don't buy. So you're limited only to a few only one, right? So that makes it so easy to filter out the noise. Otherwise, there'll be so many stocks. Okay, so let's talk about, okay, I have 3 stocks that we use the raging pool to TAD to pick. So I'll talk about the first stock, and this is the stock that is picked by the system, which is the Atom TED. And we all know about George Ken, right? I mean, it's such a fantastic company, right? It's got awarded MRT and this and that and so many other things. Now, and notice, you see where it started. The first, as far as this chart is concerned, the first buy came at 149. Okay, 149, July the 1st. You see the turtle, atom, DAX. So you got 3 arrows. Like, for example, here, okay, there isn't any. Here got. Here already started. Here don't have. Arrow down, arrow down, arrow down. No buy. arrow down, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, arrow down. No buy lah. I here got arrow up, arrow up, arrow up. So this buy, if you circle it, it's also correct. There is no sell after that. Notice. So, but I started it here lah. 149 buy. Second buy. There are many other buys, but I just put the major buys. 164 buy. 198 buy. 216 buy. 237, 247 buy. 262 buy. From July 149 up to today is still a buyer. Can you believe that? So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 6 times correct. Oops, this is a target that we measure it. So we are using technical analysis to measure the target, and the next target is 365. Okay, it may or may not be hit. I want to warn you first. This is based on pure technical analysis, not fundamental analysis. But if you check the fundamentals, I believe some brokers do give them a very good report. Yeah. But so if you add 1 + 1 or give you more confidence, by all means. Yeah. So right now, okay, this is the target. And stop losses, there are ways to stop the loss in case the stock goes down and down and down. There are certain levels below which we cut loss. You see this stop? Okay, 220. Why 220? That can't be explained in the short webinar. Okay, but will be in the course. All right, so 6 out of 5 correct, 100%. Can you believe that? From July to October, 83 months, 83% in 3 months. So this is what we call raging bull. Imagine the CI is down. Index-linked stocks lose money. Asiata 26 new lows. And a stock like this is like 26 highs. And if you know how to pick stocks, okay, you make money in a bear market. That's what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Next, the second stock to watch I have is AWC. Now, those of you might have read some reports, and they are good reports, right? Good reports fundamentally, but we are looking at it technically. So if the fundamental is sound, what about the technicals? Oh, the technicals is saying is also sound. Again, started here, 47 cents on the 22nd of February. Buy. So we got 3 arrows, TAD, turtle, atom, duck. Buy. After that, another buy here, 47 cents. Another buy here, 49 cents. And then you got various buys here, buy here, buy here. I didn't even do that. I didn't even circle this anymore. I just circled the major one. All right. After that, notice it went ting tong, ting tong, ting tong, sideways. Any sell arrows? No sell arrows, no sell. No sell. Even if there's a sell arrow here, sell arrow, there's no sell arrow here, you go and have sell. You only sell when there are 3 arrow down, arrow down, arrow down. Simple enough. And the last one, second last here, last one, all right, is here. Until today. What is the target for this? On this one, 10,000, you make 9,000 around 90% in 5 months. Not bad, isn't it? 100,000 makes you 90,000. 90% in 5 months. Put the money in the bank, less than 4% per annum. Okay, so you can see the difference. Buy a house, buy a property. Oh, nowadays you don't even make, you lose money. All right, but not stocks. And they are very liquid. You don't like it, you sell off tomorrow, you can get your money. For the you buy a house, it takes you how long to liquidate and get your money, right? And if you want a little bit money to spend, you can do that with stock market. You just sell a few shares, you can have some money, pocket money to go and spend. If you bought a house, you cannot just sell a kitchen only, right? Because I only want $10,000, so I sell my kitchen. Cannot. You want to sell, you must sell the whole house. That's the whole problem. The liquidity is not there. See, the third one being, okay, one more. Oh, these are, to me, we went through this, and the TAD flagged this out and flagged this out from so long ago. Just because due to the short of time, all right, I'm going to do it quickly. 50 from March, okay, 21st, first buy at 50 cents. Arrow up, arrow up, arrow up. Next, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, 53 cents. And then here's a breakout, beautiful. Here's another breakout, beautiful. Here's another breakout, beautiful one. Here's another breakout. And you might say, hello, what about here? Arrow down, but here, no arrow down. Assuming lah, you sell here lah, because you're so panic, you go and sell off. Buy back lah. All right? Because arrow up, arrow up, arrow up. Or they say, oh, there's an arrow down, arrow down, arrow down, sell. Correct. But then buy back. Right now, you still buy. Right now, JHM is a buy. And okay, note, understand that this is based on technical analysis, based on the system, TAD. Okay, TAD. So based on system trading, it is a buy now. Based on targeting, okay, based on another technique, it is the target is two ringgit. And so I've come to nearly the end of it already. I just showed you three only as an example. But those of you who have got your own stocks, you want us to analyze them, you just type it onto your box on the right and you just let us know. And I'll pick 5 stocks. 5 stocks. Can you do that? If you can just type it on the right hand side, if any one of you got some stocks because you think that, oh, these are all the good stocks we pick, lousy stocks never pick. So why not like that? You give us 5 of your stocks, then we'll see how the system do, whether the system can make money or not. Or is saying buy or is it sell? Okay. So we have a live demo right now. Okay, so let's see who's got a stock. EcoWest, all right. Hold on a sec. Okay, EcoWest. It's okay. Maleva. Oh, Maleva is terrible, right? Yeah, hold on, all right. So we have a total sell signal here, right? But the atom got no sell, and the duck got no sell. The duck still buying. So this is a hold. When you sell, okay, one of the ways to sell is you see another arrow here, another arrow here. And we will tell you where roughly you get a sell arrow at 215. 215. So that's your stop. Now this stop is an old stop, yeah? Right now, today, it closed at 230. So if it goes below, all right, 215, then you would have gone below all our TAD and all the arrow will come out. And I know because I know the formulas behind how these, and if you come to the course, the formulas will also be taught to you. So that's EcoWest. I saw Maleva, and this is a terrible gap down stock, okay, one of the steel stocks that fell, okay, and so where do you get out of this stock? Yeah, I mean, I'm sad to say that you is a sell, right? But this is where you have got all 3 giving you a sell: the turtle, the atom, and the ducks. But it didn't get you to sell on the day it gapped down. That's very important, that it got you to sell the day before, on that day before. So you would have sold at this price, 52 cents, and right now it's 35 cents. Okay, if you miss this, and this is where some of us, we do not follow exactly to the TAD. And we say, never mind, we wait for one more day, see how, although TAD got sell, and the next day, oops, gap down, too late to sell. Then what happened? You got stuck again. Because this is a very vicious gap by the syndicates. All right, because look, it cannot be you and me. Look at the volume is so high. It came from them. So I would say this is a malevolent syndicate, not a gentleman syndicate. Oh, then you ask me, I got gentleman syndicate one. God, I'll show you gentleman syndicates. GCAN is a gentleman syndicate. All right, this is called gentleman syndicate. Then sell 2 days and then up again. Sell a little bit, then up again. This is gentlemen. But not that. So boycott them. Don't go and trade them anymore. Trade this stock. If they trick you like that, don't patronize them anymore. Armada, Alex. Armada. Oh, goodness. See, so from where it started to sell, let's see. All right, so here it goes. Okay, here go up, up arrow. So here's the first down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, and down arrow. What is the price? 72 cents. 72 cents on August the 29th, it sold, right? 72, right now is 52. 72. Oh, here go buyer. Hey, this is a 2-2. That's why. Hold on. And that's why we sold. This is the. That's why too many cells, right? Because it's a different in the parameters are different. Okay, so you have got sell here, right? Sell here at 72 cents. And guess what? Guess what? Nothing. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. So in other words, it got you out at 72 cents and saved you from this drop. Is there a buy here? Based on TAD, no buy. If you're buying, Mr. Alex, you're buying based on another pattern. Now, yesterday I did talk about it. I call it the 8 to 10 new price lows. Remember that 8 to 10 new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like, okay, the stomach is 80% empty and the market is due for a reversal. You buy, but you're buying, understand, not based on TAD. You're buying based on another technique. I call this Japanese candlestick. And look, okay, you will have to learn step by step. This is a definitely candlestick, but and also the Bollinger Bands are showing that there is an exhaustion. Okay, if I put a stochastic here, we also look at the high volume. This is a beautiful buy candle, and it's called bullish harami. All right, or you can call it ladder bottom, whatever, but it is making a U-turn. All right, but that doesn't mean a trend change, but at least there's a bottom. And then where do you get out is another technique altogether. All right, that's Amada. Sumatek, why are you holding on to Sumatek? So these are oil counters, like, but these are already half dead, 3/4 and all dead one. This one won't move at all. Just because oil and gas counters going up, you go and simply buy an oil counter wrong. Please look at that. These are all Great Wall of China that are coming down like waterfall. Nobody plays it except the broker, the owner themselves, rolling and rolling and rolling. These are not candlesticks, and it's making high, lower, low. Don't touch this stock. So not all oil stocks are good. Open Sys, Daniel Wong. Open Sys. What? This also is a terrible Jurong. Yeah, it caught a buy here, very nice sell here. Okay, get you to buy here, prop again down. Right now, it's down, and down. We are out of this. It is too volatile. Although the FA is pretty good. I mean, they make saves and all, ATM machines and all that, and the leading ATM. But you see how they have been played. It's like a double top here, and this is an M top, and not a nice pattern. I would say boycott this stock. Micron, MY, steel counters got hit. Micron is one of the better stocks. The P ratio is single digit. You see, even then there's a gap, but at least there is a chance. You know why? Because when it came down here, notice it hit the low, double bottom. And look, okay, and this NCSC steel is really not bad. They are profitable, right? Fundamental wise, these two are some of the strongest stocks of the steel industry, from the steel sector. The Micron as well as CSC steel, pretty good. Now notice, right? If you use a 1-2 cha-cha-cha, 1-2, tomorrow if it breaks the high of this candle, which is 95, 96, you buy. Better still if it goes above the down gap. There's a gap here, but this gap is not as vicious as Meleva, but Meleva is minus 56 PE ratio. So, okay, forget about that. That one is very high PE. That is negative PE. YKGI all no good. Masti also not so good. So Masti, although the PE is good, the CSC, this is good, this counter. They have got cash, about 301 million inside. Okay, look at that. Buy here, all the way, tang, 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 tang. Then when you sell here, okay, sell. Then now, no sell, no buyer. Wait until arrows are up, 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 up. Then you buy again. But if you look at the long-term chart of this stock, okay, let me look at the weekly chart. There is a triple top that broke. Now, I show you. Okay, this one. All right, monthly chart. Okay, let's see. 190. Around 190 there. Oh, you can't even see. This is not okay. Here's one high, and then break a pull back to 190 and then bounce back above that. So this is still a rounding bottom breakout. Still good. Hyaptech, these are the lower ones. Really no good. Okay, Hyaptech is no good. No, this is, and if you have, imagine if you have got a chart like this, you're able to straight away know whether it's good or not good. Now I want to go back to the daily chart. All right, see, they were good this stretch. Yeah, this stretch they were good. Buy here all the way. Yeah, can you see that? All right. Oh, all the way you make, right? Buy here at 21 cents, sell here at about 41 cents. After that, it's like going nowhere. Right now, it is going nowhere and no volume. Forget it. Hibiscus, oh, this one is, this is better a stock than Sumatec, for example. Can you see that? See, it managed to break out of a consolidation. It is a raging bull, but it has hit some consolidation. So wait for a breakout. Wait for the breakout. It hasn't broken out. Well, wait for a breakout. But the volumes here on the right side tells you that this one, this stock, okay, can recover, but there is a gap here. So look for this 50 cent. Not bad. 50 cent right now is 30 over cent, right? So I would say this stock can hold and look for a breakout to buy. All right, the rest all, I'm afraid I have got so many stocks here. I'm so encouraged by your enthusiasm. But because of a lack of time, I will have to stop here. All right. And those of you, I can see some of you are my graduates. Please, okay, please look at the charts. The trouble is, okay, you don't, when the market is bad, you don't bother to open your charts anymore. So please do that. Okay, so it is powerful, this TAD. And I'm sure that those of you who don't have, you will also want to have. Okay, because I'm going to pass you back to Izon. He's going to tell you about how to get this F1 TAD. Izon, over to you. Thank you.
Right. Okay, once again, everybody, thank you very much to Mr. Fred Tam tonight. The call is so wonderful. We see as so many of you get connected right here on this website, and we receive so many questions right here, how we can get the TAD systems and how to join this program. And tonight is really, really overwhelming. So anyway, we're just going to share with you, if you check your chat box, they will be on the right corner. You see there's an offer there. So we have a good news for all those who are joining the call tonight, that we're going to bring you this coming Saturday. It's free, all right? It's free. All you need to do is just click the link, register, and you're going to join this live training tutorial, how to use the Share Investor Station, and exactly, we're going to show you exactly how to use the TAD system, and it's going to be for free. All right, so please quickly register there. It's open for everybody. This is going to be happen this Saturday at Help College, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you get a pen and paper right now, just jot down 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. happening in Kuala Lumpur, Help College. All right, and we received a lot of comments and about the cost. And we have a good news because we receive an overwhelming calls about everybody want to join this program. And as part of students of Mr. Fred as well, we make a lot of good money right here using a TAD systems. And for those who want to be a really serious trader, I will encourage you to join this program right here. Enroll for the 3 days course where you get free F1 TAD system. So if you join this 3-day course, not only you get the TAD system, but you will learn more than that. You will learn about chart pattern, you learn about Japanese candlestick, you learn a little bit using the other indicators. It's more complete. So for the time being, this course is definitely will be pricing at 10,000 ringgit. But anyway, don't be sad because we have a good news for you today. But anyway, those who want to join this program, this is the breakdown. If you join this 3 days program, you're gonna get a 2+1 workshop. Okay, this is worth 23,500 the market value. You're gonna get also your lunch break. You're also gonna get 1 year daily newsletter for 1 year. 5,000 ringgit you're gonna get for 1 year. So every single day, Mr. Fred will write down all the nice stock to watch every single day. And also you're gonna get a Telegram support where you're going to see live whatever the stock has been watched by Mr. Fred. Regardless, 11 in the morning, 2 p.m., you're gonna get it, Telegram, and it's worth 5,000 ringgit. And that's how powerful is this program. Now, if you join already this 3-day course and you still don't understand, worry not, because you know what? We're going to have a revision. You can join the whole 1 year as many times as you can. You just need to pay the meal anyway. All right, so and then if you have hold more than 10 stocks, Mr. Fred also would like to consult you. You can realign your portfolio, and this consultation out there, the market value is about 10,000 ringgit. You're gonna get that one too. You're gonna get the 25 rules of millionaire trader that worth 1,000 ringgit, and you're gonna get something like this, a continuing education via webinars, and it's worth 10,000 ringgit. You're gonna get all this. So this most powerful thing, you get the software, the share investor station with the TAD templates, and it's worth 23,500. So you see, for this 3 days course, the real value is actually about 78,000, and we have a good news for all of you. Those who are serious trader, yes, of course, this price is 10,000 ringgit, but those who are listening tonight, we're going to share with you good news. This program for 3 days, those who sign up today, all right, is 5,000 ringgit. But we have one problem right now. We got overwhelming people about to coming in right now, and we've been checking our system right now. We only have 15 seats available. So quickly, those who are interested to join this program, just click register, or you can go to f1traderacademy.com, the website. Shortly, Ms. Zita will show you the website link, so you can click there. So next intake is going to, you get to jot down this date, December 10th, 11, and we're going to have holiday on the 12th and 13th. So December 10, 11, and 13. So it's a 3 days program, and we're going to have a live trading. So if you have, we have Mr. Fred see a nice stocks, you're going to live trade together with us on 13 December. So don't miss this out on Kuala Lumpur Renaissance Hotels. All right. So 48 hours from now, the price is offered 5,000 ringgit. Is a good news, and this is the final course for this year 2016. Go to the website www.f1traderacademy.com. All right, so those who want to pay using installment basis, yes, you can go for installment basis. Our customer care and our customer service is going to help you out. It's only 416 ringgit for 12 months. So you're gonna get this program. Special offer if you sign up this program is 5,000 ringgit. Of course, with a little bit one-time fee, 7.5%, is only 375 ringgit. Okay, so if you go to the website www.f1traderacademy.com, all you need to do is just go to the website, click Kuala Lumpur, and if you do a payment on a payment basis, this is the bank account. But anyway, if you pay using a credit card, yes, you can pay right now via credit card and debit card. Just click this link, and you're going to pay directly using your credit card. So installment basis, we accept it as well. F1 Academy accept it as well. And full settlement via credit card also. You can use a bank, and you can do direct bank transfer or cash. So this will be those who are interested, you can deposit, because we have a 2 days program, 2 days, 48 hours we opening. So you can deposit 500 first and call to our customer care line, and you will get this booking price 5,000. So right after these 48 hours, we have to put back the price into 10,000 ringgit. So only for those who are joining this call tonight, you will get this offer. Okay, so the balance payment will be on the 5th December. So those who paying the deposit of 500 ringgit for these 2 days, you will get 5,000 ringgit for this, all the courses that you're gonna get, right? So the 3 days, especially these 3 days, you're going to put the deposit 500 first, then you would need to settle it before 5th December 2016. Okay, those who want to make a payment using an ATM machine or online transfer, this is the information that you need. So you probably need to snap this. Okay, this is and then first you need to contact Miss Fazida Suleiman, and this is the number. Okay, anyway guys, we are so excited. We want to say thank you very much for all of you to join this program. Indeed, it's very exciting tonight, and Mr. Fred did amazing things, and we want to keep you guys in touch. And don't forget, those who want to get this webinar recording, all you need to do, just keep in touch with the F1 Academy and also Mr. Fred Tam Facebook fan page. And once again, everybody, good night, and we will see you again in the next webinar. Good night and goodbye.